If you don't know what the one setter for life is, you have to know because you're going to miss out on a lot of money, okay? I've taught the one setter for life before in my videos. You should know about it. If you don't, this is the video you're going to learn. Okay, this is part 3. I've already done a part 1 and part 2, so watch those. And this one setter for life played out absolutely beautifully today, all right? And yeah, before I get started, just know I live stream every single day in my Discord, usually in the morning session. So click the link in the description if you want to join that. And 2, use that Apex 80% off discount sale. It's till the 29th, so 4 days left. And it's also a 1-day pass. So if you pass them in 1 day, you can get funded right away. So I would recommend going to click that link. Again, it's not a scam. A lot of people think it's a scam. There's almost no spread. So really good if you want to practice IFUG model. So whenever you get 830 news, okay, which this was earlier, and I play price here, there's the 830 news. If we leave a wick, we're going to target that wick for later because it's a really good liquidity pool. So what I like to see is trade away, which we do, and then if we inverse the fair value gap, okay, I like us to go back down. So this is a trade example where I would maybe take if we inverse this. Now, if we play price, we never inverse it, okay? So does the one setup for life apply here? No, it does not. Now, if we go back in the charts, you're probably wondering, why did I take it here and not over here? Well, there's a lot more than what I teach, okay? And this is all based on my other concepts. If we look at price here, did price truly break this 5-minute fair value gap? No. And this is what was holding price up. And the other thing is, were we delivering from a PD array? Well, let's check it out. Yes, we were. Here's the PD array. So we were delivering from a PD array. So it checks out, but we never violate this fair value gap. And this is the fair value gap holding us up. So I cannot be bullish unless we violate that fair value gap that's holding price up. And because it's never violated, I didn't short. Okay, now I understand some of you may have shorted this. Okay, and I understand that. This was right before market open. I don't like to short a minute before market open because you never know. So if you took a loss on this, that's fine. But let's say we shorted this and we took an L here when the candle closed above. So let's say we did short that. I am down. How many points would I be down? I'll be down about 15 points there, okay, if I shorted that. Now, technically, you're probably wondering, why did I take this? Well, I didn't take it because, again, too close to market open. That's just a feel thing from my experience. All right. Now, if we play price a little bit, why didn't I short this? This is a 1-minute fair value gap. I didn't short this because we were still holding a 5-minute. And if you know anything about 10 o'clock, what does 10 o'clock usually do? Reverse. Okay. And I didn't want to take that risk with it, the time. Okay. So that was a time thing. And then I actually ended up longing this. So I longed this. Okay. And I alerted this on my stream earlier. And I longed this because we were holding a 5-minute fair value gap. Okay. So where does the one setup for life come into play? Okay. Well, if I keep playing price here, all right, we keep playing price. Would this be a valid short? Let's see if it's better on the 2-minute. It might be cleaner on the 2-minute. Would this be a valid short? No, it would not. Okay. Why? Because the candle closes below it, or does not close below it. And the next candle ends up closing and taking out this internal low at the same time. So this is not a valid short. Okay. Now, it would have been a break-even trade most likely if it did give us a short, because what would happen is you would have scaled some here at this internal low, maybe some at this internal low right here, which is the intermediate term low, then you were targeted here. So this, if it did go below, would not have been a loss. Now, where's the next possible setup for the one setup for life? Well, we start the top round here. Nothing's too obvious. Again, people who think this is a good setup, no, this is not obvious. Okay, this is not obvious at all. This is obvious because here we have more of the displacement. I believe this is obvious. Well, what happens? Price, the body holds it. Okay, we hold this. So is this truly a short setup? No. Would it have been if we violated it? Yes, it would have. All right. It would have been a short if we violated it. But did we ever violate it? Nope. And this would have been about a 10-hour trade. And then finally, on the 3-minute, we get a clean, obvious singular fair value gap, which, by the way, is not singular. There's this one below. But here's the thing. If you know anything about ICT and you watch its concepts, whatever, you know that this would be the 3 drives pattern. Okay. There was also an SMT. There was other confluences. It was the lunch macro. There's other confluences. I'm not just using inversions, guys. And you can see we closed below both. So I took the trade in this candle because I wasn't too sure here, but I took the close in this candle. And what do I do? I scale some here to take profits. I scale some here to take profits. And I scale some here to take profits. Now, we create equal lows here, so I scale a little early, which is fine. But I alerted this for free on my Twitter, so I was just managing my risk. But you can see, even if you took that L from earlier, minus 15 points, this makes up for it. So sometimes there's going to be a couple of shots at the ones that are for life. And as long as it's clean, I think it's fine. A lot of people are wondering, why didn't I ever long this inversion? Well, I didn't want to long it because I know we have data lows here, and I know this is going to be a drawn liquidity at some point. So I did not touch this. All right, that's fine. I still make back everything and way more, even if I did take a loss in the beginning of the day, which I did not. Okay, and you can see on the way down, there's like a few more short entries if you guys look here. So there's actually a really good short entry here. Okay, so this would have been a short entry. This close, stop is a close above, and then you just keep targeting the lows. And then I think there was another short entry. I think there's a 30-second or 15-second here. But you can see this is the second short entry if you wanted to try it. Was this fair value got violated here? Nope. The bodies were not violated. This is still valid. This was not valid. So you can see you could have maybe pyramided here. You've been like, okay, well, let's pretend if I wasn't in here, I could have pyramided there. And my average is going to be a little lower, but it's still going to be enough to where, okay, if we go back up here, I'm going to get stopped to break even. So you can just see how powerful this one setup for life is. Even if you lose a couple trades and with small stops when you first try to take it, such as here, maybe you take a 15-point loss. When the setup hits, it hits. Okay, and I alerted this on my Twitter. It was too good not to alert. Okay, I really like this. This was AMD. Look at all this manipulation. Really textbook consolidation right here. And you can just see what happens right down here. All right. So that, my friends, is the one setup for life. You look for a data wick, has to be obvious. If I back away from my screen, I can see this. You look for price to trade away from it, whether it be bullish or bearish, and then you look for price to inverse a key fair value gap without hitting internal liquidity first, where you have enough confidence in all the other ICT concepts you've learned to take a trade. Some people didn't take this trade because they're like, oh, well, the 5-minute didn't close below. That's fine. But when you have the confidence and conviction and know that there's all this entry and liquidity right here, I know this is going to be a good play. So that's the one setup for life. If you want to practice some of these concepts I'm using, which, by the way, this probably only happens like 3 times a month, maybe twice, buy an Apex account. That is it for the video. Comment what you thought was good about your trading today and what you thought was bad about your trading today, if you made it this far. I will see you guys later. Enjoy your nights. Enjoy your day. Good luck tomorrow, and peace.